Okay, so we know you're all here to help build a stronger future across our island, and you've heard from the Minister on why that's so important. But how are we going to do it? It's time to take a look at the technology and the role GIS plays in helping all of your organisations deliver real impact. With 42 years' experience working in GIS across Ireland, the UK, New Zealand and the Middle East, I'd like to welcome Esri Ireland's Head of Technology, Robert Morrison.
Thank you, Rachel. Thanks for reminding me. I'd like to begin by posing 3 questions. What if you could predict an infrastructure failure before it happened? What if you could allocate resources in real time, shifting your response as conditions change on the ground? And what if you could design a city, not just for those who live in it today, but for future generations too? A city to withstand the pressures of the next 50 years. This is not theoretical or aspirational. These capabilities are already being used in organizations just like yours, enabled by a technology that is transforming the way that we plan, build, and manage the infrastructure that underpins our world. That technology is, unsurprisingly perhaps, Geographic Information Systems, or GIS. And that's because GIS is not just a tool, it's not just a mapping tool, it's not just a software package. GIS is much, much more than that. I like to think of GIS as a strategic intelligence platform, a platform that realizes the power of place to turn complexity into clarity, enabling smarter infrastructure decisions, decisions that actually reflect the real world. And to understand why geography is so powerful, I'd like to recap a story you're probably already all familiar with and take you back to 1854, when London was in the grip of a cholera outbreak. Now, doctors at the time believed that the disease was spread through bad air. They had no framework to operate in. They could not connect the hundreds of deaths that were scattered across the city. And then a physician named John Snow did something deceptively simple. He plotted the deaths on a map. Now, what had looked like random tragedy suddenly had a shape. Now, the deaths clustered tightly around a single water pump in Broad Street. Snow had no training in germ theory, he had no laboratory tests. However, geography gave him the index he needed to cross-reference people, place, and disease in a way that no one had ever thought of before. Authorities had the pump handle removed, and the outbreak collapsed. Now, once we realize that geography is the ultimate index of our world, you also realize that it's an index that we can use to solve some of the world's most difficult problems. Every asset you manage, every risk you face, every decision you make has a location. And when you anchor your data to location, something profound happens. You can begin to connect information that would otherwise have remained entirely separate. I ask you to think about that, if you will. You have flood risk data. You have aging infrastructure records. You have population density projections. In isolation, each of these data sets tells you something very important. But when you index them to geography, and when you ask, where do these things converge, you stop seeing isolated problems, and you start to see systems. You can see interdependencies. You can see risk before it becomes crisis, and you can see opportunity before others do. And that, for me, is the foundational power of GIS. The power is in the intelligence that emerges when location becomes the common denominator, the common thread that connects your data. And here is what makes this, I think, particularly significant for each of you in this room. Because the organizations represented here today are, collectively, the custodians of some of the most critical spatial data sets on our island. And together, you hold a complete digital record of this island's infrastructure. The question is not whether this data has value, because it quite clearly does. The real question is, are you extracting that value? Are you connecting the dots? And are you turning that data into smarter infrastructure decisions? So I'm sure you're all aware, GIS has always been a powerful tool. But driven by advances in artificial intelligence, cloud computing, the Internet of Things, 3D immersive modeling, GIS has become the engine of transformation. It's evolved from being a simple static mapping tool into a living, predictive, real-time intelligence platform. And the implications for this are significant. So let me try to bring this to life by sharing 3 examples of where this transformation is already delivering results. The first is in the utility industry. Utility organizations are now integrating GIS platforms with IoT sensors embedded across their networks, in the cables, in the pipes, and under the roads. These sensors feed live data continuously into spatial dashboards, flagging anomalies, predicting failure points, enabling maintenance crews to act before something breaks. The result is reduced downtime, lower costs, and critically, infrastructure that better serves communities day in and day out. The second is in transport. AI-driven traffic management systems are using GIS to simulate traffic flow in real time. They're optimizing signal timings dynamically, and they're reconfiguring public transport routes based on actual demand rather than historical assumptions. Now, cities that have deployed these systems have seen measurable reductions in both congestion and emissions, and not through building more roads, but by using the ones they have more intelligently. And finally, in construction, GIS is converging with building information modeling, or BIM, and this is fundamentally transforming how projects are planned, visualized, and delivered. Think of GIS as the unifying platform, where BIM's detailed structural and asset information is brought together with your GIS layers to add that all-important spatial context. Subsurface utilities, soil conditions, surrounding infrastructure, access constraints. It all exists in one living, geo-referenced model of the entire project environment. And the result is better site intelligence. Decisions that once relied on costly site investigations can now be answered with data-driven insight at the earliest design stages. And these are operational realities that exist now. And the Esri Ireland team will be showing you some of this capability during the technical sessions after lunch. Now, I'm also delighted that 5 of our customers will be taken to the stage later today also, and they'll be sharing some of their own operational realities with us. ESB, Fibrous and Fibre Optics, Northern Ireland Water, Dublin Airport Authority, and the Department of Housing, Local Government and Heritage will all explain how they're using GIS in their day-to-day operations. And I think this is a great opportunity for everyone to hear how organizations are really harnessing the power of GIS to build, maintain, and manage resilient infrastructure on a daily basis. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank them all for being here and for sharing their experiences with us. So let me try and bring this together. GIS is not just a mapping tool. GIS is the engine of transformation that turns location into insight, insight into decisions, and decisions into outcomes that endure. The future of infrastructure is the future that is location intelligent. Organizations that embrace that and act upon it will build cities that breathe, they will build networks that adapt, and they will design systems that can withstand the pressures of a changing world. Now, I opened with 3 questions. I'd like to leave you with 3 challenges. The first is elevate. Elevate GIS to the level of strategic decision-making in your organization. Please stop thinking of GIS as a simple back-office mapping function and start to harness it fully as a strategic intelligence platform, the engine of transformation within your organization, one that can inform your most consequential decisions. Secondly, invest. Invest in the skills, the technology, and the data standards required to keep you at the forefront of this transformation. And finally, collaborate. Share your data, your methodologies, your challenges, failures, and successes with the other organizations here in the room with you today. The challenges we face as a society don't respect institutional boundaries, and neither should our collective response. Working together, we can all play our part in improving infrastructure across our island, and together we can build a stronger future for all. Thank you.